If you have ever been jealous of your pet's ability to lap up water with their tongue, you can roughly stimulate the experience lapping up a bowl of dry Rice Krispies. Any of you ever stand with your hands kind of touching together, sort of like this? This is how I hold a pen, in case you were wondering. Good. Step aside, boys. Using hands. Plebs, I use my nose. Well, I just use my mind. Beat that. You can't. Loud external noises. Loud music to feel the music. Why small kittens are always either the most pathetic or the most evil creature you've ever seen. And they're both cute. My friend Sarah posted this photo of a paprika core on her Instagram and was like, looks like a monster. Of course I drew it. Is the sound it makes. I read the description before I saw the drawing and was like, they are friends now. I think you guys just created a new Pokemon. My son drew this picture of a giraffe. He explained that he ran out of room for the giraffe's head. I like it. I like it too. An artist's brain. What the hell is that? Oh, just my mind thinking of my next composition. Oh wow, a decent hand. Zooms out. What the hell is going on with their hand? Very few people have yellow as their favorite color, but the people who do are always unhinged about it. Average blue fan. Yeah, blue's nice, I guess. Average yellow fan. My favorite color is probably purple, but I don't know. I can really like blue. I can also really like red. Safe from predators. Ground me. No way, this is a polar bear reference. I know the image. Why does Tumblr always personify introversion? As a tiny cute girl who drinks tea, reads books, and wears sweaters. Like I'm a 190-pound man who hangs out in the gym and in the woods doing manly stuff, but people still make me nervous, like damn. My hand slipped. This user wishes to transfer his imagination onto the canvas, literally. This is what adults looked like, 1884. Drawing of an adult in 1884. I need to get this immediately tattooed. I need to draw faster and cooler when you're on the toilet. These are the thoughts. You and me with our dog and a beautiful house. Who is that in the cell? Important. Checking for mites and fleas. Why? I don't have mites or fleas. Every artist's problem. Taking a photo of the drawing, but the shadow's in the way. Losing it over this proposed redesign of Serbian currency. This is earnestly beautiful, and I pity you if you cannot find beauty in this. I was practicing drawing bases in my art style, and accidentally drew this silly, stupid dude. I love him so much. I don't like this thing, so I'ma just block it. Yay, my day's better. But then you realize that must have been you saw of that animal suffering. You blocking is not going to change anything. Today I learned Albert Einstein was a fan of the children's puppet show, Time for Beanie. On one occasion, the physicist interrupted a high-level conference by announcing, "You will have to excuse me, gentlemen. It is time for Beanie." Hey chat, what is this called? Oh, I want a boyfriend. Wow, this sucks. Hey, remember this? Turns out I'm schizoid, lol. Having fun be like, foot wiggle, 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 wiggle. Character concept. Two people who have reincarnated for thousands of years and have always found each other. But instead of being in love, they just hate each other. Whoa, yes, suddenly hugged you. Baby. I swear to God, every time I make art and then look in the mirror, I have an identity crisis. The art versus the artist. Wow, so you are a real genie? His next two wishes are ice cube in his hand. I back to no talk. Oh. When you try to draw the hand, I can't draw hands, I suck at it. So my mum is babysitting an infant, but I didn't know. So I cannot explain the feeling of walking into my living room and seeing a lone baby I've never seen before sitting on the floor, and the dead eye contact we shed for a full minute before my mum came back into the room. Hey, baby in my living room I have never seen before. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti. A bluebird with very, very tiny, very, very buff arms in place of its wing feathers. OP, change your name. Wisham, I'm begging you. It flies through flexing. I'm in physical pain. Step O. Please, Egg, I need this. My mum is kind of shellless. She has a crack and I want to help her out. Comic idea. Wait, I have to actually draw that out. I have to actually do a thing. Oh no, I am the Death Cube. But I am also a proud father. This is my son, Timothy. He did very well on his last report card. All A's. Dad, stop. Be proud, son. I have no idea what I'm doing, but happy Father's Day. Yeah, art is not for me, gang. Bro, how did you think of this? Why weren't all the Undertale characters drawn in the JoJo style? I regret saying that. What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm 25, so you can still grow. My favorite ship dynamic for the ages. Cutest, most intelligent little thing on Earth. An inhuman eldritch monster with a convenient, attractive human form. Doesn't give a damn which form B has. Loves B all the same. First fan art of a character you liked. 30th fan art of the character. This is how you know you're cooked. Babysitting tonight. We were both peacefully drawing. I went to the bathroom for 30 seconds. I drew her a new face. Noob versus pro versus hacker. Immediately Immediately that visual is so cool in my head. What, fish smoking cigar? Pretty cool. We need to figure out how the image of 3 children in a trench coat passing as an adult, something which has never happened, entered humanity's collective consciousness. What do you mean? This has definitely happened. Never in my life did I think that toilet doors would make me so angry. Is it left or right? They have no clue. I reblog every time for the cartoon. Having a resting witch face is so funny because I'll be doing something relaxing, really enjoying myself, and my face will look like this. Having fun. These are my kind of food. A very chatty and cheerful character. Not a single sparkle in their eyes. Grabs you. Oh my god, why are you grabbing me by the neck? Comic I made at work. And you never take out the trash and you're always late. What was that? No, go ahead and say it to my face. I insist. So proud of myself. My first attempt. Be nice. Why are you being weird to me? This person couldn't be bothered answering the question. I don't understand. The internet's son. Where's the lizard? Interviewing for the job of courtroom sketch artist. I only draw in the style of Peppa Pig. Is that a problem? What do you think Jotaro's dad looked like? I love my saxophone more than my son. One of my favorite shipping dynamics. Bae, how are we feeling? Don't ever draw me again. You kinda look easy to draw. Creating the OC versus giving it a name. Among Us Baby is accepted into the litter. This is the only remotely spam tenor related thing I've drawn. I think he likes the TV world experience. Zooey Mama, this is the lifestyle. How my friends see me draw versus how I really draw. My dogs, when they say I have something in my hand and I'm putting it in my mouth. Please, master. Gender neutral language is great until am I a good girl turns into am I a good person? And now I'm in an existential crisis. Have I been a good boy, a good girl? Have I been a good person? Nothing will change your perspective on a character like someone who is bat crazy obsessed with them. How I feel when someone convinces me a character is so awesome by constantly talking about them, and I find a newfound appreciation for that character, and I would have never come to that realization without them. A friend asked, how do I do subtle motion lines? So I made them this little guide on how I tend to do them. Shivering, flexing, straining. Jiggling, subtle but steady movement. Reflexive knee-jerk reaction or surprise. Fast movement, more noticeable and intense. My favorite is top left. I was angry, so I drew James Wilson having the worst period cramps. Brooding serious anime guy with a sword 3 times his size. Steps in a puddle and turns around and looks directly at the camera looking like this. I really love it when horror games do this. The main scary guy of the game. The guy who has a 0.5% chance of spawning and instantly crashes your game if you go 9 miles out of bounds with the rare Gluppo Spittoon, only obtainable with cheats. And bring it to the top of a slightly off-colored tree. Undertale isn't a horror game, but this is Floey and Gaster. Character they like. Character I like. Me, friend. Bonding with your friends over your favorite fictional little guys. An evil glutton steals a meal. This crime will not go unpunished. I can't punish this alien. The Good Shepherd. Man, shut up. I'm looking at Yowie. Yeah, I'm hungry. Give me food. One day I will draw. The cool things. Me, when the themes and motifs connect in my brain. This artist is not working. Blank canvas. Gay sitting. Phone out. He is not drawing. This is rude. That is his antenna. He will get brain damage. Hold your hand out and let him climb on when he's ready. Oh god. What are we about to draw? What are people about to draw to this? Beware the hand who speaks in man's. Love triangle, except it's a guy who wants to join an existing relationship. Looked at the amount of comments and just went, oh no, under my breath. Guys, if you guys don't know how hedgehogs mate, the male literally circles the female until she agrees to be mated. Sonic, what the hell are you doing this for? Unless... Wait a minute, did not know that. I am very normal about this ship, and this is how I look like tweeting about them. Me, explaining internet slang to the cosmic being that wants to eat my planet. What if there's a parallel universe where fictional characters are real, and real people are fictional characters, and your favorite character runs a blog and writes fan fictions about you, trying to get your friends into your fandom like, join me. My daughter just sneezed into my yawning mouth. Seemed really pleased with herself. Joke's on her. She'll have to bury me someday. Are you painting humans again? I just think they're cute. You are, without a shadow of a doubt, the one reason they won't visit us. What I think aliens drawing us would be great. Shows they love us. Your friend's watching something for the first time and getting to that scene versus you, the knower. You guys are so delusional and toxic. They will never be canon. Okay, anyway, now draw him pregnant. Bent wrists under the chin that hurt like hell when you wake up. His butt is not in the womb no more. Wake up and pay your taxes. I try and not sleep weirdly because I will always wake up with a dead limb. Come live with me in my burrow. What? Come live with me in my burrow. Okay. There are commutative diagrams everywhere for those with eyes to see. I got a sketchbook from a thrift store for cheap, and the sole drawing was him. You can do anything. I can do anything because Sonic tells me to. Shameless bait, but also just in general my favorite trope in media. Character that speaks in total gibberish, non-verbal, speaks in language no one else understands. That one character who somehow understands them / speaks on their behalf. Okay, so they said. So it's Groot and Rocket. My makeup looks so natural. How natural. When you somehow draw something really good, and now you've accidentally set the standard for your next drawing too high. Eating lemon shark. This is how lemon sharks are made. Me, when my hot dog turns into a scarf, I can't eat the scarf. Horses are genuinely so goated for building line confidence. They have the perfect mix of straight and curved lines. My lecturer has been saying, if you can draw a horse, you can draw anything, for a reason. My pen broke all the way in the middle of a gender art. This is my Chris voice claim. Joe Bear likes your knife. Utilizing my sprinting skills well. If ever for some reason I was asked to be a Simpsons guest star, I would make them design me with a face shape like the one on the right instead of the one on the left. I hate maid training, there's so much to remember. We have pots and pans to clean. Ah, sweep, sweep. You do not sweep the dishes. I love how they made this into a comic. Unfortunately, my life right now as a corporate girly. I wish I was drawing yaoi right now. I love the idea that Chris is messed up and insane, but they're also the only human in the game, so everyone thinks humans are just like that. Chat, do you guys mess with this? Canon. The same base model for every single character. Fan art. Shape dynamics. Oh yeah. Setup. Punchline. Punchline. I lost it when he said punchline. Guy 1. Setup. Guy 2. Punchline. Being a papyrus is not for the faint of heart. Whoa. Can't wait to put limes in my eyes again. Mad because she's at the job she applied for and got hired, and is actually getting paid and actively agreed to come in early. I think a lot about that fruits basket story, where the onigiri, rice ball, thinks it's plain and bad with nothing special about it, but everyone else actually admires it because of that delicious plum on its back that it can't see. Batman villains are so funny because they all end up in Arkham over and over, so it's just like Killer Croc, painting a beautiful and sensitive portrait representing his inner turmoil. I had no idea insert plant was an invasive species in Gotham, poison ivy, painting a photorealistic fern. They are! They're so widespread that it's almost impossible to contain, and it really hurts my heart. The Joker trying so hard not to call them homophobic slurs because the therapist told him he would get extra Joker bush if he behaved for once in his life, and the Riddler's yearning for Batman. Okay, this is getting chaotic. All modern digital infrastructure, whatever Microsoft is. AI, unpaid open source developers. Come on, shark, bite that cable. I am as old as the forest itself. But you must have been a baby at some point. Well, yeah, but I was still as old as the forest. I was the start of the forest. I need people to understand that sometimes autism is just this. Having a great time but not showing it. Stretches my legs out so far with all toes spread out wide. Dude, don't draw someone doing this. Funny exaggerated face I'm trying to replicate in my head. What it looks like in the mirror. Original character. Normal features. Probably short. The faker version. Tall and lanky. Bad analog horror eyes. Bad creepy smile. Probably has an FNF mod about it. Epic beast. But it's just a bug. What are these bugs called again? I can't stop sending this cat to people, so I may as well draw him. I love this cat, so I'm glad you did this. Worm on a string with a full plate armor. I was at home and not making spaghetti. What? During class, one of the boys silently slid their calculator over to me, and this is what I saw. How can this be done? It's okay. We're together. We're okay. Pokemon with tragic backgrounds sticking together. Succulent saws. Bulbasaur from different regions. Alola, Kanto, Unova. Why all the mer dudes gotta have the cool shark fins? Why can't some mer ladies have cool shark fins and the mer dudes have some sparkly, beautiful scales that you need metaphors about rainbows to describe? I wanna see a cute mer lady with a killer whale for half of her body, chatting up some cute mer dude with a rainbow fish tail, okay? Mermaids in human disguises, exploring port towns. Mermaids getting surface groceries from a Vietnamese floating market. A baby fire goes to school at the Kindergarten. Ready to burn their ABCs. Are owlbear babies chicks or cubs? Neither. They're called chubs. Swap the B with a D, it changes everything. They are dating. Girlfriends? Talk to her. New chaos at lunch, leave Roblox, not so I'm in heaven. God, I only like one of these things. It's a cat, but the drawing of the cat doesn't look like anything like the cat, but it does. Do not hold in the pee, it is not healthy. Me, personally, I would say I'm a pretty healthy individual. I can't eat until I finish this. I can't pee until I finish this. And then when you're nearly done and you're standing up, bending over, just being on your keyboard and mouse. Tip, do not hold by antenna. You're gonna break them. How to make amalgamates in Dark Worlds. Grab a deck of cards, glue and scissors. Have fun. Don't do this. Everything is the same, except Sans and Papyrus switched eyes. Umbrella Corporation. So we just created this horrifying, unkillable monstrosity that it escaped. I'm gonna touch him. What? He is not safe. Anyways, I forgot to tell you guys, I have a bacterial infected throat. I love seeing everyone draw the most annoying angle of a human head, some more successful than others, all brilliant because they were drawn by hand, by artists, by people who love the craft. I love human-made art. At an AI art workshop, the professor is teaching us how to draw freer and tilted up angle. I recently had to look up my own art tips to remember these twisting folds. I thought I was alone at my lab, so I started sobbing loudly, but it turned out I just couldn't see my very short supervisor behind the fish tanks. Box of fish doing the deed. 5'1" sobbing boy motor. Nefarious aquarium rack. 4'10" boss watering. Watching me? What is that meme? I am a comedic genius. Okay, kids, get those diagnostic engines revving. House, those aren't symptoms. Shut up, we're trying to cure you. Lupus? Definitely not. What is this? I'm not your boyfriend. Barf? What is this? What's this referencing? Anyway, I'm going on a second date with a girl soon, and couldn't wait but think, why would she want to keep going out with me? I'm like so weird and crazy. But then I remembered that there is also a plum on my back that I can't see, and that people often like others for reasons we don't recognize in ourselves. Be kind to yourself. There's always something good about someone, however little we remember it. They later made another Tumblr post saying the date went horribly. They blocked the girl. The end. I can't believe it took me this long to realize that people like me because of my fat, juicy butt. I need to go to bed. This is me watching anime at night. I can't fall to sleep while I'm watching an anime because I will not know where I stopped at, and rewinding is not something I want to do. I have to close it.